So yeah, and we'll I start recording and we'll check our answers every 10 questions. So hopefully we won't get too many wrong. A minute, ye to. So what might help achieve allocative efficiency? Differentiated products, government subsidies, monopsony, supernormal profits. Yeah,
यही लग रहा है मुझे.
differentiated products. मुझे तो भी लग रहा है. I mean, for the firm, industry wide तो हम नहीं देखें ना. For the firm, allocative efficiency is where P is equals to MC. So yeah. So I think we can cut out D to definitely, because supernormal profits like monopoly and all में हो रहे हैं where you're not pricing where P is equal to MC. Monopsony maybe I mean I don't understand उससे labor market imperfection है, उससे क्या help होगी? Allocative efficiency. The only reason I would say B is because maybe that can bring down the price where P is equals to MC. Differentiated products lead to monopolistic competition. Now
No,
there,
why I thought it's A is because allocative efficiency में ये होता है ना कि no one can be better off if some मतलब no one can be made better off without making someone worse off. तो अगर differentiated products होंगे तो we would be able to satisfy greater number of people maybe. So that's why.
interest, yeah, लेकिन that definition applies for like the entire economy कि हाँ आप पूरे economy में आप जो भी resources की redistribution कर लो उससे allocated efficiency पे तब like if no one can be, if you redistribute resources and you can't redistribute them in any way that to make someone better off without making someone worse off, then it's allocated efficiency. वो तो economy के लिए होता है. For the firm, it's where you price at a particular point where consumer benefit, consumer surplus and producer surplus ka sum is maximum, which is the P is equals to MC.
हाँ और वो हाँ government subsidies can help in achieving that. So B कर लेते हैं उसको.
B कर लेते हैं, बाद में चेक भी, स्पेशली वन को हम जरा बाद में वापस आके देख लेंगे. So yeah, in 2015, a company electrified the main railway line between two cities. But I thought electrified like dude, and I'm like, whoa, kya? Between two cities in order to decrease the journey time. Okay, the work was noisy, expensive, and took a long time. What would be the likely outcome of this project? External costs in outcome of this project. External costs increase and private benefits decreased. I mean, external costs I think increase honge. Private benefits decrease ka I'm not too sure. Let's go to the other options. Well, at least private benefits decrease and external costs decrease. ये तो नहीं होगा. External costs तो आपके clearly बढ़ रहे हैं. हाँ, so B तो नहीं हो सकता because external costs won't decrease, they'll increase. Private benefits increased and private costs increase. Private costs, again, external costs decrease तो नहीं हो सकता. So we have external costs increased, which we know for sure is correct, and private benefits decreased. And we have
यार लेकिन benefits भी increase होने चाहिए.
that's what I'm thinking. I mean, it is expensive though. So like you can say कि private आपका जो cost है, private cost maybe might be increasing because cost तो expensive वाला तो आप ही bear करोगे, right? Like जो भी company कर रही है, company के private benefits cost
हाँ company हाँ.
So like this can also be correct. Private cost increase. So like this we can say this we know for sure कि, or I think we know for sure कि these two things are correct. अब question private benefits क्या है? Private benefits बढ़ रहे हैं या private benefits कम हो रहे हैं?
Private benefits इसमें company को क्या फायदा है?
Yeah, decrease the journey time.
हाँ उसमें company को तो कुछ फायदा नहीं है.
I mean, फिर ज़्यादा rails चला सकते हैं and all. I mean, they just become more efficient now, right? उनका product, rather उनकी service has become better.
But but the question doesn't say that वो ज़्यादा लोग use करेंगे या क्या scene है.
Likely outcome.
I'm not sure कि कितने level तक overthink करने हैं इसमें.
I mean, because I can't. well, I might not be able to explicitly see an increase in private benefits, but I definitely can't see any hint of a decrease in private benefits. I mean,
हाँ डिक्रीज तो नहीं हो सकता
हाँ,
प्राइवेट
क्योंकि
बेनिफिट में कोई नुकसान नहीं
I mean,
होगा
like कुछ
उनको
कंपनी ने खुद किसी चीज में कुछ अब रैंप अप करना, इन्वेस्ट करने की कोशिश की है, लाइक तो वो फायदा ही देख रहा होगा, लाइक अपना।
हाँ तो नुकसान तो नहीं हो रहा होगा मतलब प्राइवेट बेनिफिट डिक्रीज नहीं होगा फिर
हाँ,
मेरे ख्याल से
प्राइवेट
नहीं
कॉस्ट
लगता
इंक्रीज हो गया, बट you've डन प्राइवेट बेनिफिट्स का। तो should we stick with C?
हाँ आई थिंक सी सही है
चलो, this is not as easy as AS.
हाँ ए एस वाले बहुत आसान होते थे अब तक तो 10 हो चुके होते
हाँ, especially the first ones, they're just like वो तो ठग 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 literally.
हाँ
चलो, which measure is specifically designed to reduce divergences between private and social costs, meaning to internalize the externality, right? कि external cost को basically आप कम करोगे तो you'll reduce divergences. So equal pay legislation, not really. Minimum wage legislation, not really. The abolition of tuition fees paid by university students, इससे क्या होगा bro?
यार
The
बहुत कुछ हो सकता है
हो तो बहुत like I mean, if you can overthink it, but like
हाँ
the introduction of bus only lanes in city centers, like I think this is like the answer, because the bus only lanes are introduced karoge, more people can use the bus, it's more eco friendly, less external costs. I think the first three were just to, in case someone misunderstands this question as reducing divergences between wage or something like that, like, or income. Yeah, what is an internal economy of scale? So basically something जो firm ने जो किया है उससे उसको benefit हो रहा है. हाँ, तो internal economy की definition याद है, like before we look at the options?
नहीं
I mean, rough idea.
हाँ नॉर्मल इकोनॉमी ऑफ स्केल होता है ना एक
हाँ,
एक्सटर्नल होता है एक इंटरनल होता है
let's just still look, internal
यार
economy.
इंटरनल इकोनॉमीज ऑफ स्केल इज द नॉर्मल इकोनॉमीज ऑफ स्केल यार
Basically, like, just to review, so firm specific or caused internally, basically firm specific, right?
हाँ
So efficient local transport networks is not an internal economy. Improved access to spare parts as a result of industry growth is a pretty good example of an external economy of scale, not an internal.
एक्सटर्नल इकोनॉमी हाँ
Lower risks from supplying to a wide range of customers, probably this. The training of skilled labor at a college financed by local firms, no, वो तो external है.
एक्सटर्नल
So ये basically boy ने क्या किया, they've grown, so now they've diversified and they can supply to a wider range of customers, and that reduces their risks, which is a benefit that's come about by increasing their scale. So yeah.
तो उनका and the benefit is specific to the firm
Yeah.
itself so.
So 5. The diagram shows the position of a profit maximizing firm in a perfectly comparative industry. So yeah. What is the correct analysis of this position? Profits in the short run. Short run profits हम इधर से देख लेंगे कि average cost किधर जा रही है. You're gonna produce at this point where MC is equals to MR. That is the profit maximizing point. So this is your quantity or जो भी your output, and we can see average cost is less than below average revenue, which is price. So this is supernormal profits. Like but बोला नहीं, but this would be your shaded area of supernormal profits because आपकी average cost कम है. So in short run there would be supernormal or maybe the subnormal. पता नहीं subnormal क्या होता है.
सबनॉर्मल मतलब नॉर्मल से कम
Really?
यही होगा सुपर नॉर्मल है और सब नॉर्मल है
Good. Okay, so
and the firms would increase
yeah, because supernormal profits attract firms into the industry, so firms increase, so the output is then shared, and hence लोग उनसे कम खरीदते हैं, तो फिर they go back to normal. वो long run में तो normally होगा ना. 5. 6. When a firm doubles its variable inputs, its fixed inputs are unchanged and output less than doubles. So I think this links to returns to scale where if you increase your inputs, your variable inputs by a particular amount, अगर output उसी percentage से increase होता है तो constant returns ज़्यादा से increase होता है तो increasing returns कम से
increasing returns.
हाँ
तो diseconomies of scale. You're diminishing returns.
I would say diminishing returns because diseconomies of scale to be cost related long run में like even if you remember there was a question in past papers whether returns to scale and economies of scale whether they contradict or not. तो वो तो एक चीज short run में एक चीज long run में एक चीज cost related है. So
हाँ क्योंकि इसमें हमने वो भी unchanged रखे ना fixed inputs तो I think we're talking about the short run here. It's a clear indication.
हाँ and return and like it generally the wording they've used is pretty like it's like उसे ही picky हो रहा है कि हाँ returns to scale की ही बात कर रहे हैं. Variable inputs double कर लिए, output increase हुआ but not the amount like not proportional because less than double, so diminishing returns. So 6C. 7. Which practices would be classified as price discrimination, which is basically charging different prices to either different customers or different segments of the market for the same product. Okay? So charging higher rail fares to meet the additional cost of train companies. Charging higher rail fares to meet the additional cost of train. This I don't think this should be classified as price discrimination because ये higher rail fares तो सबसे charge कर रहे हैं ना, like fare ही बढ़ा दिया. Like just because cost बढ़ी है आपने price बढ़ा दी, which is completely it's not price discrimination. Right? So charging lower return flight fares from Kuala Lumpur to Hong Kong for passengers who stay overnight on a Saturday in Hong Kong. Well,
सही है.
मतलब price discrimination. Because the service the product has to be the same. So the flight is still from Kuala Lumpur to Hong Kong, जिसके लिए किसी को कम देना पड़ रहा है, जिसके लिए किसी को ज़्यादा देना पड़ रहा है. Who stay overnight on a Saturday in Hong Kong. हाँ ऐसे तो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ा. हाँ तो basically the product is the same, the service is the same, but you're charging differently. That is price discrimination. So 7B. To maximize TR, up to which point should the monopolist increase output based MC total revenue? नहीं, profit maximizing नहीं पूछा है, total revenue.
Revenue maximizing.
So that's where MR is equal to 0.
Marginal revenue.
That's your TR maximum, where the marginal revenue is 0. Yeah. 8C. A firm is operating in perfect competition. What will be the effect on the firm's revenue? Perfect competition. If it increases its output by 5%, revenue should increase by 5%. Because idea is ये perfect competition में देखो तो demand curve ऐसे होती है. It can basically again basically sell as much. पहले इतना बेच रही थी. अब अगर इसको ये 5% से increase करेगा. Oops. Let's assume this. I've written the 5. Yeah. Because price is constant, but if quantity increase हुआ है तो this would increase by 5%. And MC is equal to MR से देखते थे, that was profit maximizing, not revenue. So that was different. So yeah, so 9B, its revenue will increase by 5%. A firm successfully engages in a policy of predatory pricing, basically. इसकी वजह से
बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ा देते prices बढ़ा देते हैं तो sorry कम कर देते हैं कम कर देते हैं ताकि जो आपके competition है उसको बाहर.
So like is predatory pricing like below cost or something? Like is there a specific definition for it here? I know
मैंने O levels में business दिया था extra, उसमें तो यही था कि cost से नीचे कर देते हैं, cost से भी कम पे बेचते हैं.
Okay, cost. The pricing of goods or services at such a low level that other suppliers cannot compete and are forced to leave the market. But
and that would be below cost. क्योंकि वरना तो compete कर लेंगे.
Okay, so let's go back. What will happen to the prices charged by the firm in the short run and in the long run. So predatory
fall in
pricing
rise.
short run में तो fall करेगा definitely, because that's the definition, that's the idea of predatory pricing कि कम करो, and once it's driven off or out the other firms from the market, so it's increased in market power. उसकी demand for its products has become less elastic, like more inelastic, and it can then finally charge large prices. So yeah, which is C. And then let's uh, pause here and check our answers. I think the first two में सबसे ज़्यादा टेंशन है, like इसके अलावा इतनी hopefully होनी नहीं चाहिए. So we have B, C, D, 4C, 5B, 6C, 7B, 8C, 9B, and 10C, and we're good. Very good.